G'day, Spice Legends. Welcome to Burner Bites Down Under, the hottest show down under. We've got two legends here that are just about to jump on with us from Andrew's Pepper Patch. That's Keith and Nathan. They're two funny YouTubers that are obviously really spicy friends of ours, of the show and of Burner Bites, all the way from Indiana. So I know it's 10 a.m. here in Australia, in Sydney, and obviously 9 o'clock in Queensland there. And I think it's 7 a.m. in Western Australia. So g'day, Western Australia. Thanks for getting up a bit earlier. But 6 p.m. in Indiana. So all the way from Indiana. Let's welcome these guys to the show. G'day, Spice Legends. How we doing?
Doing great. How are you, Phil?
Good. Oh, awesome, mate. Awesome. Bit warmer here at the moment. I think was it 2 foot of snow there or something? Is that what we said?
No, we got on the ground. It's still t-shirt weather. We're up to 40 degrees, I think.
T-shirt weather.
Nice warm day.
It's warm today, so yeah.
And so
the snow's been melting the last couple of days.
Right. And so when you guys say 40 degrees, like in Australia, when we say 40 degrees, it's like freaking hot. But you're saying 40 degrees Fahrenheit, yeah? Yeah. Otherwise we're going,
yes,
what? Yeah. Feel like you're in an oven.
Yeah.
That's right, boys. So what's it called? For everyone that doesn't know you, Keith, and you, Nathan, do you want to so just introduce yourself and tell everyone who you are and what you do?
Go ahead first, sir.
All right. I'm Nathan Miller and
Keith Nichols. Been growing peppers for a little while, and about a year ago started growing them. Well, about 2 years ago started growing from seed. It's just grown. I mean, locally we kept up with everybody, but then about a year ago started joining the pepper groups online. Irish chili growers, basically, was the first page I joined. So from there, I got to know everybody. I love the pepper community. Some of the best people I've never met.
Yeah. No, you definitely are.
I've known Keith for 3 or 4 years now, and I'm a farmer, like corn and soybeans is what I've done my whole life. My whole family farms, and so I'm used to that and just growing a small garden. And I've always liked hot stuff my whole life, but I've never gotten big into it. Well, then like I said, I met Keith, just acquaintance, and we talked to each other on and off, and then he started telling me about the peppers. He said, I'm getting into growing peppers, do you want to try some stuff? So I just started sampling some of his products. And then about a year ago, he said, I'm joining these pepper groups. Do you want to join? So I said, yeah, I'll start joining. So I started joining them, getting to know people. He said, let's start doing reviews. So we started doing some reviews on our Facebook. We started a Facebook page. And then just, 2 months ago, he said, let's do a YouTube channel. So we started Andrew's Pepper Patch YouTube channel.
Fetch the Fire.
And Fetch the Fire. We come up with our name for our show. And so we just been reviewing people's products, and we just been overwhelmed already. Just products coming in. I just got a huge box today in the mail from Linda McNew, and she sent us 9 or 10 new products to test. So we've got all kinds of stuff we're sampling, and then like I said, this year I'm going to try to, we're going to grow another garden at my house of peppers, so hopefully we can double or triple in size this year and see how things go.
Andrew's Pepper Patch 2, the Miller edition.
The Miller edition. I'll just check that again, guys. So you guys are on YouTube and Facebook, so it's Andrew's Pepper Patch. You want to check out what these hijinks are up to. Obviously a lot of fun there, and everything all spicy. So if you want a bit of a spicy kick from Indiana, check that out, guys, Spice Legends, because these guys got it all wrapped up. And I think you're on your 24th episode so far. Is that right?
Yeah. 24, 25, something like that's where we're at. Couple more yet to upload so that we've taped, and we've got 20 minutes left.
I think it's 25 counting the kids review.
Yeah.
Oh, good one. Awesome. Yeah, because it's good. You've got a few in the belt now, but obviously, like you're saying there, sometimes you do a couple in all one go, and then you release them out as you come out. I've done that before. Where you got to do like 3 in one go, and you regret it the next day. You're like, oh, that really hurt.
Yeah. We stay so busy. We get like 1 day to record, so we do like 5 at a time.
Yeah, we.
That's right.
Yeah,
Because
we
you,
did.
because
Yeah,
you
we
and
start doing.
you and
We
you and
start
Nathan
doing
don't.
them, and then yeah, we.
20 minutes,
Yeah.
but we're both married, so
Do each
the
other
boys
or
don't get to play often. No,
No.
it's 21.
No. Not
no
here.
worries. Oh, Carrie says thank you for coming to Indiana. You're welcome, Carrie. And Irish Carl saying, let's do this. You're the man, Keeper Nathan.
All right.
All right. All right, mate. Well, let's
What do we
get
got?
cracking this. So you got a few products in front of you. I got some nice juicy steaks
Yes.
to go on my sauces. So what's the first sauce you got there, mate?
Well, that's not fair.
We didn't bring our steaks.
I think we'll
Oh,
do products. We're going to start small.
Yeah, we'll
With
do whatever you feel like, mate. I'm got here my first one. I got is salubrious pork. This first one I got is salubrious pork from Chili Sweet, and it's like a smoky pork kind of flavor. What do you got there? Bacon.
Oh, that's delicious. Baconettes. Pork skin.
Baconettes.
It's going to be hot and spicy.
To tell us what's the flavor.
Skin, so.
What's the? Ooh, yum. So that's sort of like a. That's like a, what do you call it? A crackling kind of thing, is it?
Yeah, crackling.
Yeah. All right, boys. All right.
It is hot and spicy. We'll see.
Well, let's get the obvious questions out of the way. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. We'll get some. You just got to do a review on the spot as well. So let's answer the obvious question. You got the name Andrew's Pepper Patch, mate. Where did that come from, boys? So cheers, buddy.
My beautiful wife, Carrie Andrews.
Your wife's name Andrew?
When we got married, I took her name. Oh.
Your name's what?
When me and Carrie got married, I took her last name, Andrews.
Oh.
So that's the Andrews Pepper Patch.
So, Nathan,
I
do you
moved
feel like
up
you're
from Tennessee.
I said, do you feel like you're
I moved
married
up
to
to
Keith?
Tennessee. It would be easier for me to just change all my stuff around.
Okay. All right, I'm just staring.
Right.
All right. And I noticed that you were chasing that as well before. But what's the next one you got there, guys? What's the next chili product you got?
This actually came here today. Somebody here in the community dropped it off. It's a raspberry jalapeno sauce. She dropped
Raspberry
it
jalapeno.
off and thought we'd go ahead and try that as well.
Yeah, all right.
It's Charlene Burkholder made this for us.
I got God's Sauce's smoky jerk.
Of course, we'll be using
like a Mexican spicy flavored sauce.
Man, that's
awesome.
a really thick sauce.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Awesome. Ooh.
Really thick.
Nice and thick. Really thick. That's the way the ladies like them.
All right.
All right. So, guys,
Thank you, Charlene Burkholder.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you was tell us about your first.
I'm going to 9.
Cheers, guys. So tell us about your first chili experiences. What got you into this kind of stuff?
I think the funniest story I like is this past fall, I gave him a bag of Super Hots. Told him to be careful, put them in food. He'd watched some Johnny Scoville videos. He's like, I can do this. And ate a Reaper.
Yeah, whole Reaper raw.
And he was way above his heat level at the time.
Nope.
Yeah, his wife called.
yeah.
Was like, I'm bringing him to you. I'm like, I didn't make Nathan do that.
I was rolling on the floor, kicking, screaming. It felt like I was in labor. I was saying, I hate you, Keith. I hate you, Keith. So, one of those relationship deals.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, you added an extra step to the labor, but you didn't want.
Yeah.
And I think the labor pain description, the labor pain description with the cramps is very accurate. Like, you know, but it must have been funny because your wives, your missus must be like watching you guys going, this is what you get. This is what you get. See, you do this to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
When I was, my wife
says it was
called
hilarious.
her friend.
She
My
just
wife
wrote in
called
there,
her friend while I was. What was it? Oh, she's that's my wife. Yeah. But she called my my friend that made our Andrew Pepper Patch shirts while I was rolling on the floor screaming and everything. And our friend said to my wife, she said, "Well, he played stupid games. He gets stupid consequences." So I said, "Yeah, all right."
That's a really good point. And we just want to say,
That's kind of how we ended up.
all the kids watching, it's sort of like a disclaimer, right? We're not professionals. We're professional idiots.
No.
Okay, so don't attempt this at home
Yeah,
unless you want serious consequences, because you do serious silly things, you get serious consequences, like you're saying.
Yeah. See, I'd never ate enough hot things at that point. I've never felt cramps or had cramps in my stomach from any peppers or hot things. So the first thing I had was a whole reaper, and man, it just kicked my butt. I mean, it was horrible.
Your missus just jumped in there and she just said, "Play stupid games, get stupid prizes."
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what she said exactly. So
it's a good point. I think most of us in the chili world, we know that
realized that I'm the grower, he's the shower.
Yeah,
I grow the peppers, he eats the peppers.
I thought we were going to keep this PG.
My heat level is about here.
I didn't want to talk about your previous careers. No. Been a grower on a show, yeah. All right, boys. So look, let's delve into the next one. What's the next source of the chili thing you got there?
This is pineapple habanero jelly that we make.
Yeah.
But I mean,
he's the chef. I just can
get that color in that
stuff.
Get your long arms up there.
So you're the grower. Oh, that's what I mean. You're the grower. He's the show. Okay, I'm with you now.
Yeah.
So I got Raspberry 100 here from Firing on Gourmet Chilies. I recommend it with something with cinnamon. Cinnamon makes it pop. I drink stuff with Coca-Cola, right? And the Coke has cinnamon or fireball, and it just makes wow, it's blow in your mouth. But boys, before this, I want to ask you, look, how did you guys meet? Like, and what inspired you to start the show? So cheers, guys, and we'll get this in the tell us this one. So we eat first. Eat first. There we go. That's good.
Habanero.
So
option.
Yeah, we met over here. We have on Facebook. We have kind of each town has a little local 25-cent auction site every week, and I like to go to estate auctions and stuff and storage units and buy stuff like that. And you come up.
So you're in storage wars.
Yeah, basically storage wars.
We do that.
He started doing it, and I was doing like estate sales at the time, but we sell on this 25-cent site, and I was selling my knick-knack stuff, and he happened to buy something from me that day, and so I took it over to him and said, here's what you bought, and he goes, okay, thank you, and then he said, he said, hey, do you like playing card poker? He said, we have a little poker group we play with on Saturdays. He said, and tonight, if you want to come to it. I said, all right, I'll come. So I went that night, and we just started talking that night. We were there, and that's how we got to know each other. So we kept playing cards with each other, more and more. And then that lasted, like a year or two before he started getting into really growing peppers. And then he said, do you want to start tasting stuff, sampling. So I started doing that. And now it's like I said, we started growing bigger and bigger. And now a couple months ago, we started the channel. And so now we're reviewing other people's stuff. And so
bigger and bigger. Now you're both
I've actually grown peppers for years. Yeah. It's been like the past 3 since I started growing the super hot.
The super hot. Yeah. We have never been involved in the super hot peppers before. Just like I've grown jalapenos, and habaneros is the hottest my wife or anybody has ever grew before. Just the past year, like 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you were back to when you ate that Reaper, you definitely knew about it. Like I remember eating my first Reaper, and it's just another level. It's just an absolute another level. Like it's a beast of a chili. And then you're like,
oh yeah. Yeah,
I've got myself into this, and there's nothing I can do about it now.
Yeah, and at the time I didn't think about it. I'll have
no
to.
take backsies.
Yeah, I'll have to find.
That's-
My wife got it on camera. My wife has it on camera of me eating it. I said, "Tape man." She has me eating it, and then all of a sudden it started getting hot, and I said, "All right, shut the camera off before I die here." And then she shut it off, but then it got really bad
Yeah.
after that.
Then he's rolling around the floor in his underwear cussing me.
Yeah, basically.
I was saying to who was I talking to Bree, and I was wondering where the ring of what Johnny Scoville says when he starts. He goes, "I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is what's his show called again? It's Chasing the Heat."
Chase
Chasing heat.
Yeah, I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase the Heat, and I was going, "Why does that sound familiar? That intro sounds familiar," and it reminded me of the intro from Jackass, where he goes, "I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is Jackass," and I was like, "Oh!"
Yep.
The thing about the chili world is it's so like that. It's just like, I'm this idiot. This is my idiot name, and this is the stupid thing I'm about to do. It's kind of
Yeah.
like what it is in the chili world, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like, yeah, that's pretty true.
Yeah.
Gluttons for punishment.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, what's the next sources you got there, guys?
I see a lot of people reviewing this, so I went in and picked up a bottle. Because we've
What's this
ate
one?
everything so much that we have. It's the Nando's Peri Peri sauce, the double X hot.
Oh, yeah.
So
Nice. I got this one. It's
I haven't tried
Kilty's
it yet.
smoky hand smoked chipotle barbecue sauce. This is my
Oh.
third bottle. I can drink this stuff. It's just so good. It's like a smoke when you got a good smoky barbecue sauce. It's just
We have some
Absolutely,
Chipotle coming up.
so. Oh, nice. I'll let you get that on these spoons. Is that the mother of pearl spoons there, guys?
Yeah.
That's right.
These are Johnny Scoville's own that he made Chase the Heat spoons.
Yeah.
I tried them. I think the whole point of the spoons was to not have that metallic taste when you have normal spoons with sauces. Yeah, that's right. And it's true to its word. It's sort of it's you taste the flavor in its purest form without having any metallic flavor. All right, cheers, boys. We'll eat this one, and I'll ask you this next question.
Cheers.
So, one thing I've had a bit of an exchange with. Hey?
Chucky Monkeys, as Mama Bird would say.
Nice. One thing I've noticed when I've been talking to you guys a fair bit is you always seem to have Mountain Dew around you there, and it seems to be like your mixer, but you seem to mix it in a certain way. And I've even noticed that you seem to be chewing tobacco a bit more as well. Chewing tobacco is a bit different here. The mentality of it in Australia, it's rarer to do it. But talk to us about this whole Mountain Dew, the way you use it as a mixer, because I believe that's actually near where you guys are, isn't it? The factories.
I'm from Tennessee, the hills of Tennessee, and Tennessee created Mountain Dew. It was made to be a chaser for moonshine.
Really?
Sure, look it up. But anyway, so I drink about a 6-pack a day. Isn't that horrible?
Well, I think health associations would probably say something like that. It's like one of those
There's a lot of stuff I do, so
yeah. But the way that you drink it as well, like we Aussies, we're pretty renowned for drinking. But I've never seen anyone just go bottle, chase a bottle, chase a bottle, And I've only seen Americans who do it, and I've seen you do it the most out of all the people I've spoken to in America. Is there a reason behind that? Is there a method behind that?
Habit, I guess, just over the years and years. I can even drink a Bloody Mary, but after I take a drink of Bloody Mary, I still have to drink a Mountain Dew.
Wow, so it's that much
behind everything.
It's a Mountain Dew with everything.
Yeah.
Wow. And so did you live near? Did you live near the factory there in Tennessee, or what was what's the story with that?
No, it's just used back home.
Right.
It is here as well. I think I moved Mountain Dew out of the shop, and I do anything else would be our Mountain Dew.
So was Mountain Dew in the drinking water as well, or?
I wish sometimes.
You wish. Sometimes.
Be better than the rust that we have sometimes up here.
And tell us a bit more about chewing tobacco. Like, yeah, obviously, I'm only asking because like it's just not that much of a regular thing here in Australia. Is it very common to have chewing tobacco in your areas, guys? Like, is
A
everyone
lot of
doing it
people
or?
chew. I mean, me and my wife run a, and we chew a lot of chewing tobacco. I smoke personally and have since I was like 13. So
Yeah, because the thing I
I
wanted to
know
ask,
if I didn't quit, I would die at 30.
Carrie says she's tried to get him to drink water, claims he's a fish.
I don't drink
No,
water.
but
That stuff is good.
this stuff is poison. No, but what I wanted to ask was, have you ever considered doing a chewing tobacco, chewing tobacco kind of thing? Oh, he's thinking.
No,
No.
No. Is
It's,
there a reason, or is it a good idea?
I don't chew tobacco.
Yeah. I mean, neither of us chew tobacco, so you know,
Fair
I
enough.
don't know. I wouldn't know.
We just
what
chew
would
on
be-
the dry pods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good point. Good point. But would you write to Mountain Dew to do a chili Mountain Dew?
I missed that one.
What was that?
Would you write to Mountain Dew to do a chili Mountain Dew flavor?
I would definitely do a chili Mountain Dew flavor and I'll put tincture in it sometimes.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then you really do the Dew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Carrie Andrews will drop the tincture down in her water bottles. I mean, it's so healthy for you.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like a warning label on your fridge, does it?
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
about an 8 on these.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, boys. We'll move on to the next one here. We'll move on to the next one here. I got here this one called Aussie Gold. This is
This is from Private Selection. Oh, go ahead. Aussie Gold.
Aussie Gold, right? This is from Chasey's Chili, right? This is one of the few sauces that's
Beautiful
actually got a
color.
tincture. Yeah, it's got a tincture in the sauce, and
Oh,
it
wow.
obviously tastes quite very nice as well. And you usually
Private
think
Selection, nothing off the shelf.
yeah. What you got
Hatch
there?
green chili.
Ooh.
It's Private Selections, Hatch green chili. I've never tried that. It was on the shelf. So we'll do a little bit of mainstream sauce today.
Yeah. It'll be a
Yeah,
new
that's
one. I never had this. I never had this either. This was from the store, so
We didn't want to do the same things over and over.
see what it tastes like.
Yeah.
It says it has
Fair enough.
lime and cilantro in it also. So.
Yeah. All right. We'll eat this one, guys, first.
That's
and then we'll-
absolutely horrible.
So let's go back to
No
about the
second
store.
unit.
What you're saying with the store was you're running your own store. What's it like to run your own store? Because you said that there's a few items that you sell there that we don't usually stock in Australia. Is that right, Keith?
Yeah, we have our tobacco, chewing tobaccos. I sell fish bait, fishing gear, water pipes, tobacco pipes.
But are you one of those stores that sells was it guns and ammunition as well at all? Or
No, we don't sell guns and ammunition. I wish we could, but we don't have that license.
you wish you
I
could?
have,
What's stopping you?
What store I have? What
No,
would you
what's
say?
stopping you from selling guns and ammunition?
Money.
Money, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have money to make money. Yeah.
Peppers are a lot cheaper than guns.
You might get in trouble for saying that. No. What was it to say? The thing I said before what was your first chili experiences, boys? So can you remember that? Like, can you remember that far back? That's not a stab.
The first chili experience,
Yeah.
I've always, as far as I can remember, like jalapenos, anything like that.
Do you remember your first one? Ooh, thinking.
No,
What about you, Nate?
I think it was like, it was so early. It was always there.
You're just born.
When
You're
was
just
your
born with a
first one?
jalapeno. You're just born with a jalapeno.
Yeah. They put moonshine in my bottle because I was colicky. So more than likely, might have been habanero moonshine. I don't know.
Habanero.
My first hot pepper experience would have been I was at my grandpa's house. I was probably around 10, I'm going to say. And he had some, I think they were pickled. I think it was pickled jalapenos, I believe it was. And he just said, hey, he said, I eat these hot peppers like candy. And he got them actually. They were homemade from we were close friends with a Hispanic family, and they made them out of their garden. And they had these like pickled, it was mixed peppers, I believe, jalapeno stuff. So he said, here, do you want to try it? And I thought, well, I'm going to be tough like Grandpa, and I'm going to eat some of these. So I ate a couple, and I was like, whew, that's pretty spicy. But I I've made it through it all right, I guess. So, but that was my first recollection of eating something hot. So,
Yeah.
It was good.
That's
I just always ate them.
What was that?
I just don't remember. I've just always known to have ate them.
Is that old age? Or too much alcohol abuse? I said, is that old age or too much alcohol abuse?
Old age. Probably the weed.
Or the way. Probably the wacky. Wow!
Yeah. I was younger once.
Once, back in the 1800s. All right, guys. Well, we'll jump into the next question here. I've got this next sauce here. It's Vikings Chili's Grey as Fire. Gorgeous sauce. It sort of reminds me of the Last Dab, but it's like more mild. Have you ever tried the Last Dab from Heinz?
I'm gonna let Nathan grab this one. Linda's Fiery Treats.
Lindy's Fire Treats. Nice. What's that kind of flavor?
Apple rum raisin jam.
This is her 1X hot rum raisin apple pie jam that Linda McNew makes, and we reviewed this about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and this stuff was just amazing, and so I ordered a bunch more from her, 3 more jars, and she sent them to me, and we actually just got it in the mail today, luckily. So I was hoping we'd get it by today so we could send it here. So this stuff is just to die for. It's amazing. So
that's all right. Well, look, the question I want to ask you guys is, you've both been into farming and growing and that. Tell us, like, what is it you're farming and growing, and what are you dealing with? Like, what's the kind of sizes you're dealing with, and what are you growing there? So, cheers, boys.
Cheers. Right now, I have 46 different varieties going of just peppers. I should have brought them out, but there was 3 color reapers. Hallows Eve, all kinds of things.
Carrie says she's hoping to try that this time. She's like, let me try.
He does corn and soybeans.
Yeah, I grow corn and soybeans. My family.
The typical Midwestern farmer.
Yeah, we have my family and I, we farm. Right now, we have roughly between 1,300 and 1,400 acres of ground that we till. We've got between corn and soybeans. So, but yeah, good amount that we can farm.
I'm going to turn 100 of that acres into peppers.
Wow, that's pretty solid, mate. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. And so, look, it sounds like you're not first generation farmers either. I'm guessing you're from a few generation of farmers as well. Is that right?
Yeah, as far as I can know, well, actually, my grandfather, he still farms with us. He's 87 years old, and he's still farming. And his father, my great grandfather, was big into farming and gardening and everything. And then that's as far back as I remember. But I know that before him, they were farmers as well. And originally, my grandfather, or great grandfather, and grandfather. Were from Illinois, which is the next state over. So that's the country they were raised in. And actually, my great grandfather's parents were old order Amish, and they actually both got milk fever when my great grandfather was just an infant, and they both died actually in their early 40s. And so my great grandfather was raised by neighbors who were not Amish. So he was raised English, and that's how we've left the Amish faith. But I still have several Amish friends and people like that I'm real close with and everything. So
we fished the Great Lakes with him.
yeah, we actually, my real good friends, he owns a real big boat actually, and I took Keith up there to Lake Michigan and Lake Erie, and we fished for salmon and walleye last year. So that was a good time.
Because the Amish don't have vehicles, but they can have a boat.
He
pulls the vehicle.
Yeah. I pull the boat with my truck, so works out.
Wow.
He's been shown.
So for those who don't know, what Amish are, can you tell everyone what's the reason why the Amish don't use technology or they don't believe in using motor vehicles and stuff like that? What's the story behind that? You know?
Personally, I believe it's because they're smarter than we are.
I don't know. They well, it's just part of their. It's their belief. They believe they follow the same Bible as what we do, the Christian Bible, but they have a different version of it, more or less. And there's certain things they picked out of the Bible that says that they believe that they should not
Follow the world.
They should not follow the world of worldly things, and they cannot have luxurious items. So luxurious, anything that makes life easier, basically, is of the devil. And so cars, vehicles make things easier. Electricity makes everything easier. So things like that, of that nature, and cell phones and phones in general and everything, they aren't allowed to have. They need to do things as hard as possible to live right for God, basically. And that's how the Amish believe.
They should have just got married. That makes everything. Here comes a comment. Here comes a comment.
I was about to say something there. I was about to say that it just reminds me of that thing from the Water Boys, like Ricky Bobby, you stay away from that girl. She's the devil, right? But then I was about to say, I'm like, well, should they stay away from women? Does that make their life easier? But then I'm going, does it make it easier? Does it make it harder? There's some people looking at me right now going, but yeah, it's sort of that whole debatable of what does make things life easier, and like what, and I suppose it is an interesting opinion to see, okay, well, if something can influence you or make your life easier, it could be evil or something like that, because it's sort of, from that perspective of like, if it's making it easier, what's the downside? And I suppose now the Amish are going, ha, you fucker, you effers have polluted the world. Look at you now. And we're like, oh, yeah, kind of right there.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, told you, and I'm like, wow. So God created women because he knew men needed help. Okay, fair enough. What, mentally or needed help coming down, take it down a peg? And look, last question about the Amish thing. I'll get off this Amish train in a second. Amish train doesn't sound right. But have you noticed any differences with the way the Amish seem to farm as well? Well, obviously there's no technology, but do they have certain techniques and strategies that they use that you guys don't?
Well, they other than not having tractors and power equipment, they use horses, and they just hook their horses onto single bottom plows to till the ground, and then they'd have planters to plant the crop and harvest it. But other than that, I mean, I'd say we use the same techniques. We still use like manure from animals. They use manure for fertilizers to fertilize the ground and stuff. But I mean, I don't know of any new techniques that they use really. But like, other than being, I mean, they're born and raised to be hard workers, and I mean, they're some of the hardest workers you'll see. If you go up around some Amish houses in the summer, you'll see ladies out there and kids out in the gardens and just pulling all weeds and tilling and collecting fruits and vegetables, and they're always out in the garden doing some kind of work. So you never see them, laying around, which they don't have the phones or anything to be lazy, TVs. So they just got to do something, and that's just how they were raised, to be working out in the garden and field.
I'm actually going to hook plow up to Nathan this year.
Wow. That you must see some girls with some big guns, eh? Just like, "Aye."
Oh yeah,
That's
really
what
hairy
we're saying
legs.
there it is. I was waiting for that one. But like,
It keeps them warm in the winter when we got 2 foot of snow, though. So
keeps the men and the women warm.
yeah, yeah.
It's better than hugging the horses. But that's what I wanted to say. You're a bit of a unit yourself, Nathan. You know, I think you're 6'8". Is that right?
No, I'm not. I have an uncle that's 6'8", but I'm 6'5" actually.
Oh, is that all? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm 6'2", and that makes you look like a runt.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything to you.
Have you seen Hector?
yeah.
Hector. So your granddad must have been a pretty big dude as well. Is that right?
What's that?
Was your granddad a bit of a big guy as well?
Well, actually, I get my size from my mom's side. Actually, my mom's dad was 6'2", so I get it from him, and then on down the line, and that's my uncle. My mom's brother is 6'8", so I get size from that side. On my dad's side, I'm by far the tallest person. My dad is 6 foot tall, and my grandfather actually is only 5'9", I believe. So,
Wow. So he's the run of the litter, and he's 5'9". Far out.
Yeah. He said the mailman is 6'9". So
there you go. All right, boys. Well, let's delve into this next one here. This next source I got here is 13 Angry Scorpions, Jekyll and Hyde from Brisbane, Queensland. What's the next one you guys got there?
It's actually one of my favorites. Another mainstream though. It is Vasco Chipotle.
Nice. I love the Chipotle. I'm sort of getting more. They're all taller than me. Than my 5 foot nothing. Vicky says.
Yeah,
Richter.
Vicky works for us. Or works for us.
All right. Well, something that you just saw, you sort of delved into there before, Nathan. We'll stay on the track of the horses thing. You know, I've seen a few pictures of you, and I've seen a bit of your Facebook there, Nathan. Got a bit of basketball there, and tell us a bit about your rock and roller chariots and stuff like that. So let's talk about that. Cheers, fellas.
Cheers. I love that sauce.
That one's definitely warmer.
yeah, that's getting hotter.
But
Okay, so my whole life, I've had horses my whole life and equine, and we when I was about 7 years old, we got into this. People call it chariot racing, but we call it sulky racing or harness racing, and so we started doing that when I was about 7 to 8 years old, and we raise, breed, and then also I train and race them also. I would probably race more. I've done a few races, but I started when I was, I believe I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, I started, we happened to have a night where the race announcer was not there. The main one was not there. So we had a couple fill-ins, but both of them raced also. They were jockeys, as to say. And there was one race that both of them were in the same race. So we had no announcer for one race. And I had mentioned to the president of the club at the time, I was just saying, hey, I think sometime I'd like to try to announce a race. And he said, oh, okay, well, I'll keep you in mind. And that day happened to come, and he said, hey, or he actually went to my dad and said, hey, would you mind that if Nathan announces one race, we don't have an announcer for this race? And my dad said, yes, I mind. I don't want him to embarrass me. He said he'll embarrass me. So he didn't want me to do it, and the president begged him, and he said, can he? He said, come on, just let him do it. We need an announcer for this, just one race. Dad said, okay, I'll let him do this one race if he wants to. So he asked me, and I said, oh yeah, I want to do it. So I went up there to do it. My dad hid in the trailer so no one would see him while I did it because he was afraid I would embarrass him. And I went up there. I wasn't nervous. Ever since day one, I've never had I get butterflies.
I don't have a problem talking.
Yeah. I get butterflies about anything else I do, but from announcing horse races, I've never been nervous or scared.
Yeah.
And I just did it. And after that, they started asking me every week to do it. And then they made me full-time announcer the next year. And since I was 13, I turned 34. So I've been doing it and announcing the races.
To make a long story short, check this out.
What you want me to do?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Here's
do it.
a short race I'll do real quick. Just to make up. 4 on the gate, 3 trailers. Gate swings out of the turn for the start. 3 all paces. Here they go. And they're off and pacing. First away on the outside goes Secret Passion. Shoots up to the front. The inside second is GB Surtug. In the pocket trip. Third now is Late Return as they go into the first turn. GB Surtug has the lead by a little bit. Hung out to dry on the outside is Secret Passion. As they come past the stands for the first time. It's GB Surtug by a half a length to the outside Secret Passion. Late Return sits the pocket third. The outside fourth is Getaway. Back there in fifth is Maja Mike. They go to the quarter-mile station in 29 seconds. Down the backside, second and final time. It's GB Surtug. Secret Passion begins to labor on the outside. As they hit the final turn, it's GB Surtug. Secret Passion the outside. Late Return looks for racing room now. They hit the head of the stretch. Down the stretch they come. It's GB Surtug driving away now by 2-3 lengths at the finish tonight. GB Surtug will win it over Secret Passion and Late Return, and there they are.
Wow. That was really good. That's very impressive, mate. See, I think if I was
the strip club, it's amazing.
Yeah, I think the thing was if I did that kind of stuff, I'd sound like something on fast forward, like, hey, what the fuck is he saying? is that English?
Yeah.
I'd probably be a good auctioneer though. Like going one,
yeah,
go twice.
I practice doing auctioneering too. I've actually auctioned 3 little small auctions before. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna give me 20 high, about 20 high, now 30. I put a $30 bid here, gonna get 40. I'm gonna get 40 now, gonna get the 40 here, I put a 40 here, I put a now 50. I'm gonna get 50 now, gonna get 50 here, now 50 now, sold it, $50. Something like that.
That was really good. Wow.
Yeah.
Hidden talents, mate. So you're gonna have to auction your chili plants off.
Yeah, we could do it.
There you go. Andrew's the chili. Andrew Pepper auctions, mate. Wow, that's a bit of a hidden talent, mate. And so, what do you do your kids get into this kind of stuff as well with the chariots and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, they do. They're really excited. Like I said, they're all young right now. They love going to the races, watching and going over, watching me. I do all the training at home. Actually, this year is going to be a busy summer with Peppers going, and then I have 5 horses this year. I'm going to be training also race horses. So it's going to be
training race horses.
Yeah, I do all the, like I said, me and my dad, actually, just 2 of us, we breed them in the spring. I have 7 mares
that explains the height.
Yeah, but we should be getting 7 babies this spring. Hopefully, if all the mares have live babies, and then
from your wife, the horses. Okay,
yeah, and then I'll be training 5 horses this year that'll be racing. So, and every day I have to condition them. I jog them in the sulky about 4 miles a day to keep them in shape, just like an athlete. They're basically pro athletes, they have to stay every day and exercise.
Do you ever go to the horse, just get a really big chili and go, listen, you run as fast as bloody possible or this goes up your ass?
That's gonna be a new strategy, I think. But we have
I want to ride the horse.
we have some friends. We have some friends that race. They're actually from Canada. We have people we race with live in Canada, and up there they say in order to calm the horse, some of them get too worked up and nervous. So in order to calm them down and make them race better, they'll give them like a a shot of vodka, and they said the horses will just mellow them out, and then they'll race perfect. So.
Where am I again? Oh, that's right. There it is. Woo!
That's what I was. Yeah.
And staggering down the back stretch.
And Tyson Fury is spewing over the tail. Why is the horse spewing? and then it just grabs the other horse and starts making another baby. Anyway. All right, boys. Well, I love this next one here. This one's called Ruby's Reaper from Dr. Paul's in Western Australia. This one's quite warm, so I reckon this one's about 1.2 million scoville. Quite hot.
Banana Man's Condiments. David.
Banana Man's Condoms. What?
G.R.
Yeah.
David G. David G.R.
Staying safe and spicy.
Agave.
That's agave.
When we first reviewed it, he said, Ducks agave?
Yeah.
Agave, isn't it agave? It's agave. Why is the
This
V
is a
there?
wonderful sauce. A little bit of heat to it.
Yeah, this is pretty a little spicy.
All right, guys. Well,
You're getting a little hotter.
we sort of delved into a few crazy things that you had with chili, but I want you to tell me your proudest chili moment and then your absolute worst chili moment. So, cheers, guys.
We'll give. I love the sauce.
Worst film.
My proudest chili moment was when Brianna texted me and said, "I'm about to bring you Nathan after he ate the Reaper." Yeah.
And on the other side, that was my worst chili.
I guess my worst chili moment this past fall, me and my buddy was in the garden and we played pepper roulette. And he don't know about which pepper is what. We just walked through. He would pick a plant and we'd eat that chili. Of course, I knew what they were. But yeah, we got to the scorpion. Yeah, that was bad. We'd been drinking. But I hope that vomit is good for your chili plants because they were all over. And he started, I started because I can't stand to see somebody vomit. So yeah, it was bad. Not in the garden.
Did you call him the vomit clock from now on?
It's actually,
yeah.
He's actually guest on the show.
Yeah,
Augie Doggy.
Augie Doggy is who he's talking about.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
I had to have another one of them. They're so good. Great job, David. GR.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Yeah, Dave's a good friend of ours here at Burnin Bites as well. He's a bit of a legend. That was at the number 5 there, wasn't it?
No, this Duck's hot agave.
From Banana Man Condiments.
Who does that number 5? Is that you guys or is that?
Oh, yeah. This one? Yeah, that's number 5.
That's your baby.
That's our.
I'm hearing. I've seen that everywhere. The only person that hasn't got it so far is me.
We're going to work that out this fall.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll do,
I've got 2 cases ordered already, and I can't do anything till August, late August.
Awesome. All right.
Well, how we were talking about frost here, and we usually like to plant gardens around middle of May here if we can get them in. But this past year, we had frost in the middle of May this year, and that would kill everything. So I actually had some things planted, some green beans and stuff, and it killed everything that was up. So I had to replant. And yeah, he didn't plant. Luckily, he didn't have any plants in the ground yet. So he
grows inside.
He grows inside till he can put it till it's safe. The frost is clear, and we don't have to worry about it. So
because you guys are near Texas, aren't you?
We
near Texas?
No, near Canada.
Near Canada. Yeah, we're close to Canada.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
like Michigan.
I was going to say, Texas.
No,
you near Canada, then that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a lot of snow. That's something down there. That was weird.
Yeah, like I saw there was a picture with icicles coming through a fan. I was like, yeah, nah. Like it looks like Elsa was there from Frozen. It's like, oh, Let it go.
Yeah.
Far out.
What's your
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your best chili moment? You didn't answer that.
My best chili moment. Let me think. Give me a second. Probably. Gosh, I don't know. Probably. Probably just reviewing. I don't know. I guess my best overall chili moment was just in general, just doing reviews and trying new things that
Carrying
it's
Hector in.
exciting. Yeah, that carrying Hector, that was exciting, I guess. But yeah, just kind of like I said, doing review things are pretty. That's what I like to do.
I think Keith wanted you to answer spending time with you, Keith. Yeah, no, it's good fun, isn't it? It's good fun getting on the camera and doing some reviews and having some fun. Yeah. All right, boys. Well, let's. Yeah.
Really, I was trading my product, number 5, for other people's product. And so I was ending up with all this product, and I wanted to let them know, hey, I enjoy it, what I thought about it. And that's how we started doing the reviews.
Yeah. You can have
swap.
You can have ads. Remember that movie Short Circuit? Who goes number 5 is on fire. You can have number 5 is on fire.
Good.
Maybe. If kids back in my day, I mean, if kids remember that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
We get years
number
ago.
5. Number 5 actually comes from Celebrate Recovery here in town. I led a men's addiction group, and the number 5 guiding principle was there's no room for foul language in a faith-based program. And my sauce was hot enough; it made most people cuss. So I named it number 5.
So it's sort of
That's
like that.
It has 5 peppers.
That's I like that. It's sort of.
That's a true story. Most people don't know that.
It reminds me. That's good. It reminds me of that scene in Batman: The Dark Knight where Batman's holding the Joker and he just goes, "You have all these rules," and he goes, "Rah rah," and he goes, "You're not gonna win with all these rules." And he goes, "I only have one rule." And he goes, well, "That's the rule you're gonna have to break." And it should be like with your sauce. That's number 5 is the rule you're gonna have to break. That's good. All right, boys. Well, next one I got here is Cobra Chili's Fever. Their slogan is "Face the Fury." It's 1.64 million Scoville. This one. It's pretty warm.
This is from Derek Hartsells, a friend of mine out of New York. We get all of our tincture from him as well. But this is his Ghost sauce.
Ghost, nice.
So it's a small batch sauce just from people like us.
Mm-hmm.
Not
nice.
Not a mainstream sauce. I got the hiccups thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, this knocks a few people's socks off the Cobra. Cobra's actually over there in America too, guys. I don't know. You look at your shelves, you might find some. Because I think
a lot more things.
Vaughn Henry, he's got a solid like 20 flavors out there. And like there's stuff from like what's it called? Burger sauce and everything. It's just he makes some legit sauces, man. You're just like, wow. All right, boys. So cheers, boy. This one. I'll ask you this next question. So both of you obviously got a bit of work going. You got your family cracking. How do you get that family balance, guys?
Sorry, brother, I missed it.
I say you got a store there, Keith. You're running obviously your business there, Nathan. You got horse racing going on. You both got families. How do you run things with your work, actually family balance? Like how do you balance it all?
I find it the easiest just to do what Carrie tells me. Happy wife, happy life.
And I work the other side of things. What my wife says to do, I don't do. I do opposite. So then I just have to hear it. I have headaches later when I get home and have to worry about it.
I think he forgot she's watching.
Oh, you're in the doghouse later.
Oh, that one was warm.
Get warmer?
That was a hot one, yeah.
Yeah, what you just said there, Nathan, it reminds me of something that Robert Downey Jr. used to say. He says, smile, listen, agree, and then do whatever the F you want to do anyway. And I think the other one was he said he goes, act first, apologize later. I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. That's how I live my life. My wife says, don't do that, don't do that. I go do it. And then I'm like, as I'm doing it, I'm like, you know what? I'll just say I'm sorry when I get home and she'll forget about it. I'll give her some.
She's watching.
She might have tuned out. Who knows?
Man, that picture you guys sent me is hot. Rhett just jumped in there. Rhett Griffin. Man, that picture you guys sent me is hot.
How you doing, buddy? Grizzly Heat.
Grizzly
Heat. On channel. Great guy.
So you reckon
on YouTube?
So I guess the answer for you guys is just do whatever works. You know, your work balance is there.
What I'm told, it's so much easier.
I'll tell you more this fall after things are done, because because this is going to be the first time I'm going to have a pepper patch in my house. I know in the past my gardens don't usually turn out great. They start off good, but I don't lay newspaper down, so the weeds take over, and by about July and August, and my gardens just turn not good. So
it'll be beautiful.
We'll see what happens this year.
Tell us about this.
It'll be beautiful.
Tell us about this newspaper method, guys. Look, what's the method behind the madness of newspaper? Tell us that one. I don't fully understand it.
On my garden, I have it where it's no till any longer. All the compost from each year, all the bark, wood chips, sinks down and creates the next nutrients for the following year. But after I get my plants in, I'll put newspaper down and put another layer of the wood chips, compost down on top of that. I don't have to fight with weeds all year. And like I said, over the next year, that breaks down to my next nutrients.
It's not a bad way to do it. Yeah, if it's sort of recycling it. Yeah, like you said,
and no weeds. It's so nice to not have weeds.
So what do you do? You cut a hole through the newspaper.
No, I put the newspaper around the plants after they're in the ground.
Right.
Okay. Spread them up to it, and just like you was throwing bark or something on your tree outside.
Yeah, good one. Okay, fair, cool, man. Yeah. All right. Well, let's delve into this next one here. I got this one. You're gonna like this one. Check this out. This one is COVID-19 by Uncle Mungo's.
I've been seeing that online.
Yeah, and if you notice that, look at the skeleton, the Reaper. He's wearing a mask as well. It's very cheeky.
Wow. Yeah, I've seen that online. That looks amazing.
Yeah, and it's rated 19 out of 10. And
I've been seeing one online too called The Vaccine. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have heard about that actually. Yeah. But this one's 19 out of 10. It's got about 5 different chilies in it. And the weird thing about it is it's pretty hot. It's about 1.9 million Scoville, I reckon. But it's got good flavor for the heat. It's so good flavor for the heat. So I was like, wow. Yeah, like Rhett was saying, it's a cool label. Yeah, what do you boys got there?
This is where my sauces got started at. It was the number 5. Basically, I guess, with my signature sauce. But this is number 5, but spicy.
Number 5, but spicy.
Yeah. Well, I used to take when I would get the pulp out, I would dehydrate the pulp and use it as pepper powder. But now all that powder goes right back into the sauce after I dehydrate it.
So it's like dehydrated pork in it.
It had about another 2 on heat level, maybe.
Yeah.
And really added a lot more flavor. Yeah. But this is where it'll be.
So if you were to rate that heat rating on that one, what do you reckon? What would you rate that as out of 10?
5.
5. I would say between 5 and 6, probably.
So you're sticking with the 5.
I'm sticking with the 5.
Stick with the 5 theme. All right, boys. Well, look, the question I want to ask you guys is, obviously, America has a huge, rich culture of what's it called? What? Hey, if you don't send me a PM, I will take care of you. What? Linda McAnew. Okay.
Linda McNews, fried treats.
You. We'll send you a PM, Linda. Thanks, mate. Look, yeah, America has a huge chili culture, guys. You've got a huge, huge chili culture. We've been doing it for ages. I think, what was it? What was that sauce? Frank's hot sauce has been around since 1828. Yeah. It's huge.
Most of the sauce in America is made out of that.
Yeah. How would you compare your American chili culture compared to other places in the world? So, cheers, guys.
Mm, mm. It's so good. How much flavor? Mm.
Compared to what?
Other places. I don't know how to answer
Places
that. I've got
that
new.
are not America. It's kidding.
Just getting into the chili world the past year. I just see it all over the world being the same. It's just what a great community. You know, I'll get people from Australia. You got the ice lady. You know, at a time. I'm sorry, but
yeah.
Carl Butler, Chris Fowler. I think it's just the same all over. I don't think there's a huge difference in what we do.
All right, well,
Personally.
let's go. Let's delve into the next part of that question I want to ask you is, what do you guys think makes a good chili product? What is it that makes a good chili? What goes into a good chili product? You reckon?
Flavor has to be number one.
Yeah,
Always.
the flavor of it.
If you can get flavor and a good scorching heat, that's what I'm after.
Yeah.
Something,
that's like-
something I don't really do again, but I do it because it's so good. If that makes sense.
No, that's right. You know, because you got to be. An old saying, was it old enough to know better, young enough to not do it again, or something like that? No, but if it tastes good, then you'd be glutton for punishment and come back. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, old enough to know better and still too young to care. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and so to make a good product, so it's got to be flavor. Is there any other ingredients or things in there in a good chili product? You reckon that's got to be there to make a good one?
I've had all different flavors, and as long as it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's fruity in it or I'm actually thinking of trying cabbage in a hot sauce this year.
Ooh, that's a different combo. Yeah, cabbage. What do you think about that, Nathan?
Cabbage and bacon in a hot sauce.
Cabbage
I
and bacon.
put hot sauce on my cabbage and bacon. We'll see how it turns out.
See how it turns out.
If it
Fair
sucks,
call.
I'll send you a bottle.
All right. Well, look, it's got the second last one here, so it might
Now you definitely have a package of hot sauce.
Oh yeah, sweet. This one's called "Where's the Dunny?" It's from Australian Extreme Chili Condiments here.
Where's the what?
Yeah. This one is
man.
"Where's the Dunny?" by Australian Extreme Chili Condiments. I reckon this one, if it's not 2 million Scoville, it's pretty bloody close to it. What's the one you guys got?
This is actually out of the Crazy Ass game, and it has 2 million extracts.
I don't want to
this hot sauce.
Besides 2 million
crazy
extract with, number 2.
We call it Crazy Donkey because we try to be family friendly, but it's Crazy Ass.
We reviewed it on one of our with Hector on our. It was a game we played.
Yeah, on Fetch the Fire, we played the game. It was pretty warm. Uh-oh.
How many? 3 million was it?
No, 2 million.
2. This is
2 million.
2.
All right, so we're over that the same level, guys.
And if it's worth doing, it's worth watching Nathan overdo.
Nathan, that's what Johnny Scoville says. Nathan's starting to look a bit more nervous now. He's like, "Oh, here we go! It's kicking in." It's like where you go to the you go to a rave? You're like, "Oh, the drugs are starting to kick in."
I don't think they always have many raves.
Go figure, right? All right, guys. So I wanted to ask you, what's in the future for Andrew's Pepper Pack? So tell us about the future, guys. Bit warmer?
This year, I'm concentrating on pods. I want to send out the little flat rate boxes and give everybody a chance to try the peppers from Andrew's Pepper Patch. I'll still make sauces, but we just really want to. If somebody wants to make sauce and don't have any peppers, get in touch with us next fall. We'll send you the large flat rate box of Reapers or whatever you want. Get a hold of us now. We'll grow the peppers just for you.
There you go.
If
Sounds
you want to
like
make the scorpions next year, let me know. I'll grow them out and send them to you in the fall.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Well, Pod Red Griffin says pod season. Definitely, Lee. Yeah, and was it Lisa? I said also consider kimchi, maybe as a flavor of sausage. I'm not sure how it would be incorporated, but I think it'll be interesting. Yeah, nice. All right, mate. Well, we're on the last one, guys. What's the last one you got there? I have one here.
This will take a second.
This one is called Scorpion Strike on Steroids. It's rated about 2.25 million Scoville. It's arguably one of the hottest sauces in Australia, if not the hottest. Yeah, when you try this one, you know about it, and I know about it every time. I'm still not getting used to it. I don't know how. It's fun.
You're going to have to give us a second to set up.
What?
So what we're doing now is out of the same game. This is the 3 million extract.
Ooh.
And
but that's not all.
Wait, there's more.
Oh wait, there's more. And a free set of steak knives. Order now for the small price of $39.99. But if you're one of the first callers, you get a bunch of $29.99.
We also have a good friend, Craig Jennings, that makes the most wonderful powders. So we're going to put yellow reaper powder on top of the 3 million extract hot sauce.
Yeah. But wait,
there's more.
Yeah,
there's more. Wow. I think I seen a comment earlier. I wasn't going to tell him.
So this is going to be fun because
all right, so just a little bit of reaper powder.
Holy
guacamole!
He accidentally got half the package on my spoon.
It was not half.
Accidentally.
Oh, it's in my eye.
You got to put some out on this.
You want to squeeze some out of your eye onto his spoon?
All right.
Squeeze out of your eye into his spoon. All right, guys. So we're
hold on. Wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more. Oh, what is he doing? It's a third. This is the try.
We have a Johnny Schofield tube of cherry peanuts.
Oh, dude.
Because one of the things we like saying on Andrew's Pepper Patch, if it's worth doing, it's worth watching Nathan overdo it.
How did you get dumped into this? Are you going to do it each or?
Not one.
Wait, I think this is one. This is one of my worst pepper experiences ever. But I have to overdo everything.
This is going to be a worst chili experience.
But
so are you going to do this, Keith?
I'll take one as well.
Going to do all that?
He's doing one.
All right, guys. So before we eat anything, guys, before we eat anything, right? We're up to the last area, last segment of the show. It's called Fuzzy Facts. Have you seen much of that show?
I have seen you do your show where we answer true or false.
Yeah. So this is our fuzzy friend here. There you go. This is give it. That's Terry, the Tasmanian Devil. He's given us 10 facts about Australia. So while I burn and you guys burn, I'm going to answer you 10 true or false facts about Australia, and you've just got to try and answer them true or false. All right, you ready?
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so
1, 2,
3.
That's fine.
All right,
got him.
Oh my god.
That's a bad idea, Nathan.
In 1940, 2 aircraft collided in air in New South Wales. Instead of crashing, the 2 planes became stuck together and made a safe landing. True or false?
True.
That's right. It's actually true. How wild is that? All right. Start to feel it, everyone. All right. Second one. A male lyrebird, which is native to Australia, can mimic the calls of over 8 birds. If that's not impressive enough, it can also perfectly imitate the sound of a camera, chainsaw, and car alarm. True or false?
I can see that easily being true.
I don't know. I say false.
It's actually false. You do have a 20 bird sound.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah. Huh. How you feeling, mate? Feeling it?
You got one. You get another peanut.
Oh, he's feeling it. All right. Number 3. Some shopping centres and restaurants in Australia play classical music in their car park to deter teenagers from loitering around. True or false?
True.
True.
That's right. It's true. All right. 4th one. Despite sharing,
That-
you want to see
You know where
guys?
it's going peanut.
You know another one.
Yeah.
Oh. Despite sharing the same verbal language, Australia, Britain, and American Sign Language are all completely different languages. True or false?
I would.
True.
No, I would say. Yeah, true. I guess.
Yeah, it's actually true. Each one is different. Each one is its own different sign language. All right, number 5. Halfway there, guys. There's currently a chlamydia outbreak among koala species, which has led to a 5% drop in koala populations. True or false?
You were cutting in and out. If you could say it one more time, I like koalas.
There's currently a chlamydia outbreak among koala species, which has led to a 5% drop in koala populations. True or false?
I think since we have Nathan here, I'm going to go with false, that they probably don't have chlamydia.
I seem like I heard something about that maybe, but I don't know. I'll say true.
It was actually false because it's a 15% decrease because there's so much chlamydia among koalas.
We need another one.
Wow, you guys are hurting now. I can see Nathan hurting. Jeez. All right. Over 33% of Australians are considered to be overweight. Is that true or false?
Well,
30%. Be true here in America.
no, here it'd be like 80%.
I'm going to go with false.
That's right. It's false. It's actually 63% in Australia are considered to be overweight. How wild is
Oh,
that?
wow.
Right. So in that same vein, right, one Aussie in Australia develops diabetes every 5 minutes. Is that true or false?
What was it?
One Aussie develops diabetes every 5 minutes in Australia. Is that true or false?
Here would be true.
True.
Here it
It's
would
actually
be.
true. It's actually true, guys. How wild is that? It's pretty scary,
It
isn't
would
it?
be here. Fast foods are horrible here.
It's because people here drink 6 packs of Mountain Dew every day.
What? All right, back to the animals, right? Cane toads were introduced from India in 1935 to Australia. Is that true or false? Thinking. Cane toads.
False.
What do you reckon,
He
Keith?
said false.
All
I'll
right,
go with him with this one.
it's true. It's false.
You say it's false?
Oh, no, don't cut out now.
Oh, there we go. I'm back.
There we go. There we go. Hey,
No worries.
do we have time to eat another one?
Yeah, go for it, mate. Yeah.
Oh, that one fell out.
All right. So, look, the second part of that question is cane toads were introduced to eat cane beetles, but the beetles climbed too high to eat them. Is that true or false?
False.
What do you reckon,
False.
That's
False.
right. It's false. The cane toads actually had no interest in eating the beetles, and completely stuffed up their whole idea of saving the cane, and they just proliferated and became a big pest all over Queensland. All right, boys. Last question. Last question. You feeling it? You feeling the heat?
Not yet.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Nathan's feeling it. All right. Last question. A previous prime minister of Australia, was named Tony Abbott, bit into a raw onion on live TV. Is that true or false?
I'd say be true. That'd be a good watch.
True.
I think it's true. Somebody would do
That's
that.
true. It's true, right? And no one knows why he did it to this day. There was no explanation, context, nothing. He just ate it. People going, what the hell? Right, crazy. All right, guys, good work. You made it all the way through the 5
I think that was 100%.
Yeah, you absolutely
We
smashed it,
missed one.
guys. So, he's going to go another one.
One more just for you, brother.
No worries, mate.
He backed out.
He's done. I'm tapping out. So, guys, look, you made it to the 5 trial. You got 60 seconds to say whatever you want to say. Give big shout outs to anyone. Tell us what you've got on in the future. What's happened with Andrew's Pepper Patch? Give us a big shout out.
I want to give shout outs to several people if I got just a second.
Yeah, go for it.
Brett Griffin with Grizzly Heat on YouTube. Follow and subscribe. Chase the Heat. Johnny, everybody knows Johnny. But then he has Big Al, House of Pain, Tincture Bell, which is Natalie, has hers. Maniacal Matt, that works with him, has his channel. And the Big Al, right?
David,
David. Yeah, David the Pepper Apprentice. Awesome people. They give us shout outs all the time. We really appreciate them. There's
Linda.
Heat My Shorts.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Heat My Shorts. What's some of the others?
Steve Gillespie.
Yeah. Russ Walker.
Russ Walker.
Amazing people in the pepper community.
Linda,
You see him, send him a friend request.
Linda McNew, David Giard, Derek Hartzell.
Mike Thompson. What a guy he is.
Mike Thompson.
Phil North. You know him? Excellent guy. One of the first people I met in the pepper community. I appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, legend. Thanks, legend.
I appreciate whoever made these. They're awesome. I believe that's Big Al that makes
Big
these.
Al.
Yeah, good on you, Big Al.
That's the most peanuts I've ate so far at once. I might be ready for a tube.
I'll be ready for a tube.
He ate more than I do. I'm not right now. I haven't eaten much heat lately, apparently.
Yeah.
But everybody, again, check out our Facebook or our Facebook page, Andrew's Pepper Patch, and also Andrew's Pepper Patch YouTube channel. Fetch the Fire is our show.
Yeah.
Subscribe to that if you're watching. Hope we can get as many subscribers as we can on there.
We have
shirts made. If anyone's interested in ordering merchandise, we can put our shirts. We can make anything you want. My friend makes them.
Yeah.
And
sweatshirts, whatever.
Sweatshirt, hat, whatever.
Underwear.
Yeah. I have Speedos that have the big old pepper right in the front.
That's not true.
Are we talking about your pepper or are you talking about smuggling your budget?
Very humble for you to have us on. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
No worries. All right, legends. Well, I love you, leave it. I'll let you go, guys. But no worries, Rec Griffin. Oh, Burner Blight, thanks for this. No worries, Rec. Easy, guys. All right, boys. Well, I'll let you go. I don't know. It's 7 o'clock there at night.
God bless. Have a great one. Thank you, Bill.
And don't get frozen over with that crazy wild weather, eh?
Try not to.
Right, see you, boys. All right, Spice Legends, that's it for our spicy goodness today. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for enjoy awesome burn and burning with us and watch our silly, crazy fun. But obviously, guys, if you want to check out more of what Andrew Pepper Patch are up to, check him out on YouTube and Facebook, Andrew's Pepper Patch. Obviously, keep watching if you want to see some more Burner Bites. Check us out at Burner Bites Down Under on Facebook as well as YouTube. But that's it for now, Spice Legends. All I have to say is keep calm and be